What's good? It's your boy Twiz. Let me say up front, first thing, I am proud of y'all.
No! Don't eat me! No! Uber, clip that.
Because my last video didn't really get any negative attention. I was literally expecting death threats and you guys didn't. In fact, it seems like a lot of the community is pretty reasonable. You guys understand where I'm coming from, which makes sense considering that we've all been on this roller coaster of Stadia together. However, there were a couple of comments that kind of stood out, and I think I need to set the record straight on things and clear the air. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about.
People are going to hate on Stadia, but I am still enjoying it. You cannot take that away from me no matter how hard you try.
Alright, let's slow down for a second. For one, I don't really consider what I said hating on Stadia. In fact, I don't hate Stadia, I'm not anti-Stadia, I'm just no longer a very strong supporter. I'm more neutral than anything. Yeah, I'm still gonna use it. I'll even promote it if they do something worth promoting. And secondly, who's trying to take anything from you? Did you even watch the video?
Every platform has its ups and downs. When it's down, it separates those who support it and those who are just buzzwording.
For one, I never really had blind faith in the product that is Stadia. My faith was in their mission statement, the place to bring together people who play and watch games, bringing everyone together. That is a concept that I had faith in, and Stadia, at least on stage, that is what they were promoting.
I don't want to die. Yeah, that's right, you little bitch.
What'd you say?
God, no, I didn't say anything. Oh, no, you stay over there. You can't get around that tree, can you? No!
With Stadia, our goal is to combine the world of people who play games and the world of people who watch games into one global community.
We're always looking for new ways to connect and engage with our audience. Which is why, when I first met with the Stadia team, I was floored by the impact that it can have for not just gamers, but also creators.
That's in addition to all the people playing and watching games across YouTube and Google Play.
Stadia not only empowers me to easily create and share my work, but it also unlocks completely new ways for me to build a stronger bond with my audience.
More than 200 million gamers come to YouTube every single day to engage with their favorite games and creators.
Crowdplay, for example, gives our audiences the chance to instantly jump into a game with us, and then the creator can feature them live on the stream in real time.
Where the worlds of watching and playing games converge into a new generation game platform purpose-built for the 21st century.
And they come because of the community of gaming creators and viewers who have turned YouTube into the gaming platform that it is today.
For creators, you suddenly become a game maker yourself. Creating challenges through State Share allows us to continue creating content for all your favorite games long after the game itself has been completed. And on the other hand, the audience now can reconnect with all their favorite games in completely new, exciting, and fresh ways.
We're always looking for ways to strengthen the connection between creators and viewers, and Stadia is designed to bring them together like never before.
I am personally thrilled about what Stadia brings to the table, how it unites technology and entertainment in completely new ways that we have never seen before, and in ways that can only be possible through the combined power of Google and YouTube.
And one thing YouTube gaming creators want is to engage with their fans. That will always be the most important thing to them.
Those words that they said on stage about uniting everybody playing games, that's what I supported, and that is what I still support. But not from Stadia, from anyone that makes me believe that they can actually achieve that goal. For anyone that goes that direction. Now I want you to tell me, what is Stadia doing to pioneer that? What are they doing to put them at the forefront of bringing everybody together? Yes, they have the technology. Yes, they have the capability. That's why I strongly supported them. But do you see them truly flexing and truly using what they have? They have YouTube, they have Google, and now they have Stadia. They are dragging their feet when it comes to merging this stuff in any meaningful way.
Every platform has its ups and downs. When it's down, it separates those who support it and those who are just buzzwording.
So if I'm just buzzing words, then what are they doing? What are they doing when they make a promise and don't deliver?
But of course, also as a gamer, I'm looking forward to tremendously all the new possibilities of gameplay that Stadia opens up and that can be built only for Stadia. Only for Stadia. Only for Stadia.
Now, be honest. There's not that many groundbreaking features that are only for Stadia. And does it look like Stadia is putting themselves in a position to have these groundbreaking, unique features in the future? It doesn't look like they're going that direction. When they close down their own game studios, the only studios that are obligated to do anything unique for Stadia, they close them down. I'm not the one that violated the contract. Google did. No, we're gonna stay on this subject because I need to be really clear. My gripe with Stadia isn't their lack of games. It's not their low player base. It's not anything that has to do with them being a new platform. It's not like Stadia tried and failed. My problem is, from where I'm sitting, it doesn't even look like they're trying. They're doing the bare minimum to be a platform. That's what it looks like to me. So until they prove me wrong and go back to their mission statement of doing all these unique things to try to merge everybody together, I'm gonna continue to feel this way and express this. But you know what? It's not really Google's fault. It's actually my own fault. You see, it was kind of wrong of me to trust them in the first place. And let me tell you a very important lesson. Learn from this. There's only two people you could trust in this world, and that's your dick and balls, because they're always gonna be with you. But you know what? It's okay. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, well, you're not gonna fool me twice. My eyes are now open, and I'm starting to realize I cannot rely on anyone to actually follow this mission statement. Not Google, not Microsoft, not Sony, not Nintendo. I cannot rely on anyone. If I want this to happen, the place for people to play and watch games and viewer interaction and everybody to hang out together, have a good time, I have to take it upon myself. So I made it my own personal mission statement to make that happen in any way, shape, or form I can. I don't want to give out too many details now. It's still really early, but you know what? I will let you know something when I can. But there's still some more comments I got to get to, so let's go ahead and have a look at this. You know what? You want? This is how you want to play the game?
Yeah, I'm here.
Let's go. I got something. No, I got something for you, motherfucker. What's up now, bitch? What's up now, bitch?
Let's see how strong you are against me. Give me a second. You don't bad, dude.
I don't even got pants on, because that's how I roll.
What a mindset. No one tries to take anything away from you. You choose what you read, and learn that there are room for different opinions whether you like it or not.
Oh yeah, that's in response to that guy saying I was trying to take Stadia from him or something. I'm really glad you guys understand that's not where I was coming from.
Lol, WTF did I just read? Just because the video clearly states facts doesn't mean he's trying to take away your enjoyment.
Exactly, thank you.
You obviously didn't get the video or even watch it.
And that's where I was coming from. I'm really glad y'all understand.
I am well chuffed to see this video. I was totally behind Stadia, as you may remember, and the hate at the time was totally unfounded. However, I value honestly more than anything, no matter how tough it is to swallow. Stadia had the best opportunity going, but sadly they just didn't take it. It's really sad, but it's the truth. I've not turned into some hater. We have to see things as they are. Loads of respect to you for this video, and the honesty. Nice to see you back, mate. Thumbs up.
He's telling the truth. Stadia had and still has a lot of potential. They have an edge when it comes to technology, and really they had an edge just from having the first mover advantage. But they're not taking advantage of that. And every day that lead that they have over their competition as far as technology, that gap is being closed more and more. While when it comes to games and everything else game related, that gap is growing wider and wider.
I agree wholeheartedly. I just don't get how the mismanagement is still happening without aiming to let the platform either. The biggest shame is that, like you guys stated, it works really well. I literally prefer Stadia to everything else, but it's like watching a slow-mo car crash. I hope something changes, but I'm really about out of breath to hold.
And I think that's what I should have said before. Instead of saying Stadia was a failed experiment, it's really mismanagement. Stadia as a platform works. It's the people managing it. It's the people in charge. It's like they don't know what they're doing or they don't care. It's obvious that Stadia is not a priority.
At YaBoyTwiz there really isn't any other word to describe it. Even our community manager posts Twiz has eroded from being weekly to being barely monthly. Yet we still get crickets? Textbook mismanagement.
Exactly. Mismanagement. Is that really how you want to look?
Can I look under me?
I can though. You dropped something.
Hey, look at that.
What are you doing?
What? Oh God, never mind. There you go, look.
Are you trying to pull a Marilyn Manson?
No, here you go.
I don't know what you're doing. You're scaring me right now.
I agree with a lot of Brian's video. I don't think he deserves as much criticism as he might have got. I do still believe Stadia has a future, although the timing may be not to our liking. From what I can observe, Google tends to plan for long-term, which can be frustrating for the present. Meaning they're fine with current popular games not being on the platform because they're thinking about their strategy in 2030 and stuff like that. I think they're moreover confident than they are less confident about the platform. By the way, this is coming from a guy who jumped into this 1 to 2 years after the fact, so my view might be different than founders who heard a lot of these promises from the start.
He is telling the truth. See, Google has a history of not super promoting their products. They tend to just make their products and then iterate on them over time, and then eventually their products start spreading due to word of mouth. Notice Google does very little advertising for most of their products. But what makes this really suck for us gamers, because they came out the gate promoting this, making it sound like it was going to be the next big thing, and then once we got on board, once we're here, now crickets, like he said, now they just basically don't care. Regardless on their long-term strategy or their plans for the future, they really did us dirty by getting us on board so early and then basically throwing us peanuts. In all honesty, Stadia should still have a beta tag on it. It should still be called a beta. Not in terms of how well the technology works, just in terms of how well they're willing to fully support it.
I disagree with one of the opening statements. I don't feel it's a failed experiment. The technology and platform itself is a success. The people in charge of the experiment are failing.
Yeah, I addressed that just a minute ago. You're right. I misspoke. I shouldn't have said that. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Get the fuck up.
At YaBoyTwiz, me too. Also, just to add on to your video, I was a founder with Stadia. Waited over a year for it to finally release. Loved playing on the platform, but my issue was and still is I live in an area where my high-speed internet tops out at 20 meg, which really means 13 to 15, and Stadia just does not run well on that. I tend to play single-player games, so why would I buy Cyberpunk or games like that on Stadia when I can play offline with my PC?
I do remember reading this comment earlier. I think I replied to him. So pretty much this issue isn't really what Stadia is with cloud streaming in general. And this is what I have always said. You can go back and look at my older videos. If you're somebody in a position to where game streaming isn't really feasible for you, then no, don't buy the game on Stadia. Buy it wherever it's best for you to play it. I want to make it clear that any time where I might have made it sound like Stadia was always the best place to play it, I'm coming from the point of view that you do have a decent internet connection. It's kind of like if I told you to pick up these games on the Xbox, I'm saying that assuming that you have an Xbox and playing it on Xbox is feasible for you. Nowhere here am I saying that if you have a shitty internet connection that you should still be playing on Stadia or playing in the cloud in general. This applies to all cloud platforms, not just Stadia. But I will make an argument for Stadia above the other platforms. Google has more servers all over the world. Odds are you have Stadia servers closer to you than Nvidia or Xbox or PlayStation. So if you do want to play games in the cloud and if the game is on Stadia, I do kind of recommend getting it for Stadia for that reason.
Like always, Twiz, spot on about Stadia. I do enjoy Stadia for what it is, but it does seem like it's getting left in the dust by Google and developers as well. It's pretty much been nothing but indie games as of late, and unfortunately I don't really do indie games. Man shrugging, light skin tone.
Like, man, really? You don't like indie games? Those are some of the funnest to me because they have the most creativity and breadth of freshness to them. It's really funny. The more money we put in video games and the better our graphical capabilities get, the more redundant and boring games seem to get, at least from my point of view. But I guess to address what you were talking about, yes, it does kind of seem like Stadia is being left in the dust, but this is what I say, man. Take it day by day, and you don't have to be Stadia exclusive. Play a game on Stadia if you want to play it on Stadia. Play it on GeForce Now if you want to play it on GeForce Now. We don't really have a dog in this fight. When Stadia makes money, we don't make money. When Google does good, we don't do good. So play the game wherever's best for you. And honestly, even though it's still 2 years in, we are still early when it comes to the cloud streaming wars. There's no telling what's gonna happen in the future. So just take it day by day, man. Just one step at a time. Yeah, you know what time it is. You know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go for it.
No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't like what you're doing right there. Stop, please. Will you please stop.
All good, man. Just get rid of the toxic people and enjoy what you enjoy. I also play on everything and just hook me up with the content creators who send positive vibes in the community. See you soon, hopefully on a next stream.
That's the right attitude to have. And you know what? You will see me soon. I'm trying to make more content. I'm trying to be more active. And I do have something I'm cooking up, but I don't want to talk about it too much. You will definitely see me again, man.
I think it failed in many ways as well, but I still enjoy using the platform. People make fun of me using it all the time, but in the end when I use it and I get fun out of it, that it was worth it for me. But let's be honest, it failed as it promised too much.
And that's the only metric that really matters. You spend money, did you get your money's worth out of it? If the answer is yes, who cares what anybody else says? But I slightly disagree with you. I don't think that they promised too much. Everything that they promised were within their capabilities. Just for whatever reason, it's becoming apparent that they don't intend to fulfill that promise, at least not in the short term.
No matter how successful a program, company, or government is, expectations will never be met for everyone. I enjoy the platform for what it is, what it offers. Stream Connect is killer, and I let the negative pot stirrers bathe in their own toxicity. I feel bad for B because no one deserves threats, and no one holds these people accountable for their actions. Keep doing what you're doing, Twiz.
The thing is, man, when people are overly negative towards other people and giving out death threats and shit like that, odds are those same people have some shit like that going on in their lives. If you're literally cussing somebody out over the internet, insulting them and threatening to kill them over the internet, how miserable is your life that you ain't got nothing else worth going for you? But yeah, Krampus, I'm gonna keep doing me whether people like it or not. Obviously, I don't want people to hate me. I don't want people cussing me out or whatever. But at the same time, I'm not gonna change who I am based off somebody else's opinion. I gotta be true to myself. If I can't be true to myself, I can't be true to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And with that said, I'm your boy Twiz. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, and subscribe. And thank you so much for supporting my channel. Laters, y'all.
Where the hell's Jose?
Where is Jose?
Man, look at that Pikachu looking ass all the way back there.
Oh, I can't flip him off because I'm on Oculus.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll take care of it. Uber, clip that.